What's going on, y'all? I'm looking at these headlines. Yeah, it's just getting nuts out there. Let me see who pops in here. See if y'all want to chit chat. Because we're going to talk about Kanye, Ray J, and Boosie. I don't know what's going on with Kanye, but I'm worried. I'm worried about Kanye now because it looks like they setting him up. Now they keep talking about he's crazy, he's crazy. He said he's been getting bullied by the black industry, the black community part of the industry, and now he's back to shoot up the school. What does that mean, guys? What does that mean? Let's see what that means. We're going to see what that means. I don't think he's crazy at all. I think that he's speaking subliminally. I think that he's been programmed so it comes out in a certain type of way. And most people think he's crazy, but nobody does any real research. Like all of this crazy stuff going on, you guys can't just think that this is just naturally happening. Like you can't be that naive. Being naive in these days and times is very detrimental to your health. You must be aware. You must have some sort of awareness today. Because if you don't, you'll walk into a situation not knowing what you're really fully dealing with. So you cannot afford to be naive. I think if Duke the Jeweler had a little bit more education about what could possibly happen, because he was thinking that he was going to be around a bunch of people who was on his level, they was making money, and they're not worried about him. But maybe if he knew a little bit about what was really going on behind the curtain, he might have moved a little bit differently because he would have known what he was really, really dealing with. Like, it's not what y'all think on the outside. And people get angry with me and try to make it seem like I made all of this up or I'm just a negative thinker. But I'm not a negative thinker. I'm being real here. I'm looking at things from the core aspect because that is the only way you can get your real answers. Like, I'm not looking at the things to make me feel good. I'm looking at things for the truth. And everything is not candy and roses in the world. It's just not. Now, Kanye is speaking out in his own way. He's trying to tell people things, but everybody's going to overlook that and say that he's crazy. But these people that's talking about death every 5 minutes and unspeakable things and things that are not conducive to us, it's okay when people do that. But when this guy, instead of people saying, wait a minute, he's the richest dude that's out there. What the hell is going on? What could possibly be the problem? But nobody looks at it that way. There has to be something wrong if he's worth $9 billion and he's acting this way. Something is not right. And he has no one to speak to about it because nobody wants to hear this type of stuff. Everybody just wants gossip or some other type of stuff, but we can't afford to be deaf, dumb, and blind anymore. It's time to wake up and see things for what they really are. Now, Ray J is saying that they're saying, I don't know, he said that he sold his soul in order to be with Whitney. I don't know what he means by that because he had sold his soul way before that. So I don't know why all of a sudden he wants to blame that on Whitney. I believe he's saying that about Whitney because the guilt is coming up on him because I believe they used Ray J to set Whitney up. He played a big part in that setup. And I was hearing this after Whitney passed away. They was calling him Little Lucifer in the industry. That was his nickname, and nobody was listening to that. So nobody didn't want to hear nothing about that. But I guess it's haunting him now. So he comes out and he says he's suicidal, and that he sold his soul to get with me, which that doesn't even make sense. You didn't sell He didn't sell his soul to get with Whitney. He sold his soul to get all that money he got after Whitney died. All of a sudden, remember they were saying how rich he was, and he has this kind of car and that kind of car, and he came out with some Beats headphones, some type of headphones, earbuds or something like that. And they was trying to say he got rich from that. No, he got paid because he did his job, what he was supposed to do when it came down to that whole Whitney situation. And see, if you see the headlines now, like a month after what happened to Duke the Jeweler, they got Boosie and all kinds of different things trying to get everybody's mind off of what happened. They actually are sweeping Duke the Jeweler like under the rug, and that's a crying shame because I don't. This is horrible. What happened to Duke the Jeweler? Horrible, horrible. That man was making an honest living, and he got cut down because people was jealous or afraid that he would take business for them or whatever the case may be. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't have gossip. I don't have any gossip for y'all today. So if you want to hear some gossip, keep it moving. I don't have that. But I do believe Boosie, if he wasn't guilty of setting him up, he knew what was about to go down. There probably wasn't nothing he could do about it. But the way he's moving is fishy and suspect. And he's the one that made people think that. Nobody would have probably thought that if he didn't say the things out of his mouth that he said. Everybody's just examining what he said out of his mouth. So he made himself look bad. The things that he said was crazy. So I'm not going to be up here for long because I went live today like 3 times on my other channels. I'm like worn out. But with Ray J, that's just his own guilt coming back to eat him up. With Kanye, he's trying to get help from us because the whole industry has turned against him. They don't want no parts of Yeezy right now because he's not in good favor with the massa. So they're all backing up from him, and they're all going to start calling him crazy and saying he has a problem, and just add up everything he's saying to mental issues, which he probably is bipolar or something. But in the middle of his sickness, he is speaking some truth. Because it's nobody's a $9 billion man, and he has all of these complications and problems going on. Something must not be right. Anytime a black man get himself up there and just work hard and whatever they do to get up there, it's always a problem. Why is it a problem? Because the industry is not what we think it is. You would think these people are living a lap of luxury, and they are not. They're not living a lap of luxury. It's a big front just to get us to pay attention and put all of our energy there. That's all they are. They just gather up our energy and let massa use it for what they want to use it for. That's all these people really do. That's really what their position is. Gathering our energy and having it focused on whatever massa wants it to be focused on. And you got these innocent people that really don't know the game, and they get up there thinking that world is something that it's not, and they get caught up. Because everybody thinks this shit is made up. It's not made up. It might not have been your experience because maybe they didn't want you to go to that high of a level. But that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Hey, Shauna. Thank you, Queen. That doesn't mean that that world doesn't exist because you don't understand it, or you never heard anything personally about it, or It never personally happened to you. What happened to Coolio? Coolio just all of a sudden goes to the bathroom and has a heart attack at his friend's house. Whose friend was this? Who is this person that he died in their bathroom? You can't trust none of these people. Because they will do what they have to do to get money. Because money is so scarce now. Everybody wants money. So if someone is approached and says, I'll give you XYZ so I can get this person, most people is going to say, okay, I'm down with it. They don't give two shits about you if they're going to be paid for the rest. They get some money. Anytime something happens to a black person, another black person was paid to help. When it comes down to these high statures or entertainment or politics or anything like that. There's always somebody you trust that's there, that's willing to turn on you. I'm telling you, Shauna, everything is in reverse. Everything is in reverse. That's what it is. We're supposed to be going on a different frequency, but we're going in reverse of that frequency we're supposed to be on. And it's just crazy. And people is comfortable in this. People really believe the lies still and all still. No matter what is going on right in front of us. You got every week or two a rapper is dead. Like all these kids dying right in front of us. And people is thinking that's just street shit. Why you think they loosening the laws when shit is so chaotic? Why would they be loosening the laws now? Because it's an agenda. It's an agenda. And you have to be educated so you know how to move. You have to be. This is not natural how life is going, how the world is. This is not natural. This did not just happen by itself. Anyway, I didn't come up here to preach for a long time. I just came up here to holler at y'all real quick about these current events. Just say some prayers, put some prayers out there for Kanye West. Because Kanye West, I believe he's under attack right now. And I wouldn't be surprised if we hear something really bad or that they snatched him up and put him in the hospital after some big old episode happened. So stay up, stay safe, and stay aware. Peace and love. No morals, values, or principles. This is something different. No one's standing up anymore like revolutionaries. Everybody okay with it. Okay with it. I don't know. I don't know if they're weak now. We're supposed to be way stronger than this, or people are just afraid and they don't want to admit the truth. They're in denial. Because it's like I keep saying, it takes a special kind of courage to really see the world for what it is. It's a courage that's it's unlike no other type of courage. Because they scared, Shauna. That's why most of them is rocking with it. They too scared to hear the truth. They don't want to hear the truth. Because it's scary. But it is what it is. You want either see the truth one way or another. And why not be prepared or have some type of knowledge about what you're dealing with? Why go into this war blind? You know what I'm saying? That's when you get attacked. That's when you lose your balance. That's when it's easy for other people to infiltrate your energy. But anyway, beloveds, I'm out of here. I'm going to go take a nap. I'm just going to rest and just meditate today. Take this whole weekend and just meditate, clear my aura, clear my mind and my spirit, and just make room for strength and love. Just really muster up love within me and pray for our people because this is the craziest I've ever seen it in my whole existence. Yes, we do. We have to be strong. We definitely have to be strong in these days and times for our children and for ourselves. But anyway, I'm out of here, Shauna. I'm going to go get me some rest. I really want to do some heavy meditating. The weekend just goes so damn fast. And then Monday, the rat race starts again. So peace and love. I hope you have a blessed weekend and stay safe.